what's up? It's your boy Caden from Cringe Teacher. So, I've always been a pretty smart kid, honestly. But like, my little secret is like I've never studied. I'm not a nerd who like does homework. Like I literally don't do homework. Like, and like sometimes there's assignments that I do, so like I will do them if I haven't finished in class. But like I don't do homework and I don't study. But I still get like crazy good grades. Like I get like 80s average. Like I get 4s and stuff. It's like I don't know if that's like a worldwide system, but like in my curriculum, it's just like 1 through 4 is like the grade. Like 1 is like 50s and like 4 is like 80s and 90s. You know, just like pluses to simplify it. But kind of for you got. But like I don't do my homework. I don't study. So how do I get these good grades, you know? And like it's really easy once you get to it, you know. So I'm gonna be telling you how I get this. Like you've seen the thumbnail, you know the grades I get. Crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm joking. I'm not him, I'm just mildly above average. Um so recently I have implemented some things that have made my brain work better. You know, because like not all the things I say in the video will I've been doing. I wouldn't have been doing these things in the video like my entire life. A lot of them was like only a recent thing that I fixed. You know, but like a lot of it is like I've been doing it my whole life. You know, so literally in this video I'm just gonna say everything that you can use to get better grades. Alright, everything. Alright. So first thing, probably the most important thing, is to pay attention, right? So when your teacher's speaking, listen to them, right? So don't be on your phone in class, because then like it'll like distract your attention away from the teacher, right? And like listen to the teacher when they're speaking, so that you can like absorb the knowledge they're like giving you, so that you don't have to study. Because if you just like focus on what they're saying, the words that come out of their mouth, and like whatever, like they have like a slideshow or something, then like if you're focusing on that, then like you're gonna like absorb it into your brain, and it's gonna be like part of your knowledge, and like you won't have to study. It's just gonna be like common sense in your brain. Like so you just need like actually like it's like a superpower. Like you just like literally like it feels like a superpower. You're just like recording basically. Like when you really can just like sit down and focus, like give your full attention to the teacher, like you literally just like it's like you're recording all the information, just like stays in there, it doesn't leave. Except for sometimes, but like most of the time it just stays in there. Like you know, actually I'm pretty sure every time you focus it's just like it does actually stay there. It's just like, you know, sometimes you lose focus, which is fine, you know. You can't always stay focused, but you can try your best, alright? So like try to focus on the subject you're learning and try not to get like lost in like thought and like imaginations. I know I used to do that a bunch, but like I still would every once in a while like snap back into reality and pay attention, you know. And I'm still like in the background here, what she was saying. Anyways, a thing that helps with focus is meditation. What that is, you basically just like sitting down and just like focusing on like your breath for a bit, you know. Maybe do it like start with like 3 minutes a day, then you can work your way up to like 20 minutes. It's just an app I use called Meditail. It's a pretty good app. It's free. You know, they make all their money from just donations. It's a good app. It works. Meditation, it does help you just like disciplining your mind and being able to focus on something better. You know, and like it's just like just like focusing on something like your breath, you know, and like trying not to get lost in thought. So yeah. Alright. Next thing is to do your work in class, alright? So like in between classes, you know, you get a little 5-minute break when you go to your next class, right? If your class like right next to the other one, then like you can do a little bit of work, right? Or like when you're done the rest of your work, you know, you can just do your homework before like the bell rings, you know. I know. If there's like other things you can work on, then like do that. I actually was writing this script like before class started. I was writing the script in class. It's crazy. Right, so don't be like going on like social media, you know, Discord. I know, I've done that. I'm not exactly the best at not doing it, but I'm making good progress, alright? And you should be doing that too, alright? So don't be like going on that until like you're done your work, like let's say like you're in your class, like you've done your work, right? And like there's this review you've been assigned because there's like a test coming up next week, right? You finish that, you don't have any homework for this class. You do have to like this one class, but you don't have that binary. You're fine. Yeah, there's no other thing you could work on possibly for work. There is literally nothing you can do. There's nothing. Then like that's when you can go on your phone. That's it. Like when you're done. Alright. So next thing, this is also very important, honestly. And this can like, if you don't do this, then this can actually like be a hinder to like your focusing and like, that paying attention to. So this very important thing is sleeping. Alright. So like something you need to know is like, I mean, you've heard like you need to sleep like 8 hours a day, right? But most people don't even do that. Most people like I know my friend, he doesn't very often get good sleep because he's got like work and stuff. So he works until like 10, and then he's kind of like, and then he like watches TV and eats, and then like eats and then like passes out while watching TV. It's not healthy. He shouldn't be doing that. But after I changed him, he's not really good. He's changing anyways. Although he has, well, that was only when he was sick though. Something recently, like he did say he slept a lot, but that was because he was sick. So he just like passed out basically when he got home. So yeah, basically yeah, sleep is important. It's good for you. It's where your brain can just like recharge and your whole body can recharge. Example, like if you're sick, like you're gonna need to sleep a lot to like heal yourself. And like if like you're working out, like you need to sleep to heal your muscles. If you're just like passively like you're a teenager, you're growing, you're getting taller, you need to sleep to get taller. You need to sleep to grow. That's why babies like they sleep all the time because they're growing. And when you're sleeping, like your brain is like how there's like a fluid inside your skull. Your brain is just like poison, like a bunch of like eventually like throughout the day they get like yucky and stuff. So like when like you're sleeping and like basically like drains out. It's like yeah, your brain basically gets clean when you sleep. It gets rid of like the tiredness and stuff, obviously. So a thing you need to know is that like basically like around like first 2 hours ish of sleep doesn't actually count as sleep. It's not the same for everyone, but like it's like, on average humans have like a 20% sleep efficiency. So what that means is like 20% of like the time you spent sleeping, you're not actually sleeping. It's like it's different for everyone. I found that like for me, I think I've got like 10% sleep efficiency or something like that. I know like some people can like sleep like 7 hours apparently, and they're perfectly fine, which I don't fully believe because it's 8 hours you need, and and there's like a little bit extra time. There's like we don't all sleep very efficiently. I found myself personally, like 9 hours is what works for me. Like I wouldn't actually like wake up after around like 9 hours. But that's just me though. So I'd say like experiment with it. Try like sleeping like 10 hours because like with this 20% sleep efficiency on average most people have. So to get those 8 hours of sleep you need to get like 10 hours of being in bed. So like the first 20%, the first 2 hours don't count, but then the rest 8 hours, like that's when you're sleeping. So for me, I found I don't need 9 hours, but experiment with it, find what works for you. Another thing is so on your devices, there's a mode it can go on, which is like I forget what it's called, but basically like a nightlight mode. I'm pretty sure. Basically like makes it so like the only light coming out is like orange. So try like I have it scheduled on my phone, so that it does that for like I think it's like an hour before sunset or something like that. Yes, just like try doing that. Try having that on your phone or your laptop or whatever. So it's like before you go to bed, it's like the screen's like orange because like the blue light, it's like well, right now it's daytime and there's like blue light hitting my eyes. My brain's like, oh, there's like blue light, that means I have to wake up because it's awake at daytime. But when it's like completely pitch black outside, like, and then it's just like there's a blue light just like shining into your eyes, your brain still thinks it's daytime even though it's nighttime. It's like it just like completely like throws off your circadian rhythm. So you just like don't sleep as well. You can't like it basically keeps you awake but like stop you from being tired when you have this blue light. It's like having that orange light kind of mimics like a sunset, so your brain like, starts getting ready to go to sleep. That's another thing. It's not having any like high dopamine like activities right before bed, right? Because I can just like, cause like if your brain is like constantly like, I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Don't click off. Not trying to dopamine systems. Don't be doing like really like exciting things right before you're about to go to sleep. Like don't be like playing video games or like watching movies or like watching like really like high dopamine like edits on YouTube. Like just like yeah. Just like don't be like doing like things that will give you a lot of dopamine right before bed. Because then it's just like it's like a spike in activity in your brain. So your brain's like very like awake for that moment. But then when you try to go to sleep, it's like still gonna kind of be awake for a bit. So that's just like time that's like being wasted before you actually just fully like go to sleep. Anyways, the next thing is getting off the hub. So when you're like releasing your seed, that's gonna be draining your energy basically. Like because like your brain like needs to like it needs to like recover, like your body needs to recover like the seed that you lose. Like it takes away your energy, man. Like you need like and it's like for like 48 hours afterwards. Like you're just like tired all the time and groggy. Like you don't really realize it, you think you're just normal. But then like once you get out of it, you just feel like enlightened. You just feel like fast. It almost feels like I don't know how to describe it. You just feel like energized. Like after like 2 days of like not doing it, it's like you don't realize that when you're doing it, because it just becomes your normal. Like once you like get out of it, like it feels like you just wake up one day, and just like holy shit, I have energy. I didn't have that before, right? Because you just like didn't have that, because your brain just like didn't have it. So retaining your seed inside of you also improves your testosterone. And your testosterone, as you may know, it's like the like male hormone. It helps you develop as like a man. Shut up. Sorry, battery saver is like telling me. Consider plugging in your device. Like, shut up. I do what I want. If I do it, right? It's like, yeah, it's testosterone. It's like it's good for like focusing because it's basically like the male drive to like the work. So it's good for like focusing. Like it's good for like focusing and motivating you for doing work. So yeah. The reason for this is because like the nerves basically tell your brain, like when you bust, it basically tells you like that you've like basically completed life's goals. You've like impregnated your wife, and then like you don't need to improve anymore because like you've already attracted the woman, and you're already gonna have a child. Like you don't need to like try anymore. You don't need to try anymore. You've already done it, right? Like that's not how it is. Anyways. Next one, it's like try to eat less carbs, like carbohydrates. It's just kind of like they're just bad. They slow your brain down. Like it's just the way it is, man. It's just like digesting them. It takes a lot more energy than other foods, so it like takes energy away from your brain to digest the food, which is obviously not good. So try to limit your carbs that you're eating, especially sugar, and like especially try not to eat them when like you're about to do work. Right? Alright. And last thing is to exercise. So, like all animals that have brains, our brains control movement. And when you're moving, your brain is just like being more active. Because our brains evolved that way. We just like usually like to experience stimuli, to process them, and like send signals down the nervous cord, the whatever spine, and like send like signals out to like branches and stuff, so you can like move around and stuff. That's what the main purpose of it always was. But now us humans, we have like this big prefrontal cortex, which honestly not that big. It's like more than like any other animal, like comparative to size, I'm pretty sure, but like it's still we're not super smart. We're kind of stupid sometimes. We don't make the best decision all the time. Talking about war right now. Not exactly the best features. Anyways, yeah, basically when you're moving around, like your brain's just like being active, which is like I don't know exactly how it works. Just like stimulates like the rest like the neurons in your brain to also be active when like you're not moving or whatever. Or like even when you're moving, just like stimulates activity for like that just like cascades throughout the entire rest of the brain. So it just helps you like think clearer and think faster, like on average. So it's just like, you ever had that feeling where you just like been like watching YouTube for way too long and you're just like brain dead? It's kind of like it kind of like does the opposite of that. Just like I, I almost said something real sus. Pause. I almost said it turns you on. Pause. Um, yeah, just makes you move around. Moving around, just like your brain activity, just like it's just doing more stuff. It's just the neurons. I'm not a scientist. Alright, it's just the way it is. So like if you implement this, it will help you. So try to do all this as best as you can, and keep growing.